Welcome back. I am Sci-Fi Master playing XCOM 2 walkthrough with new commentary overwrite due to Mike breaking on the original recording. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the episode. Great abandoned colony. 5 days. Rewards are rookies. Always taking rookies. Always accept. You just have to figure out which one you want to do first. And we're going down there because we need the rookies. We need the manpower.
Not think I could have predicted this outcome, though it is intriguing.
Of course, more research. Yeah, I'll leave these up there so you guys can read or pause. And then we have to decide on what else. Ooh. Resistance. Comms. Need to start researching that or building that. The more of a continent you take, the more supplies you get at the end of each month. Of course, more territories, more supplies, the easier it gets to recruit. Deciding on weapons, a resistance radio. Once we start researching that, of course, yellow is a little bit longer, green is easy. Of course, red is hard. Of course, very red down there. We don't have the right resources that we need to complete.
I'll see that work begins immediately, Commander. I'll contact you when I have a full report available. The aliens have considerable resources at their disposal, but we've still managed to do reasonably well against them, despite our own limitations.
Commander? Having never stepped foot in one of the city centers, I've never actually had one of these Advent burgers I keep hearing rumors about. No one really seems to be asking the hard questions either. Like, when was the last time you even saw a cow?
I remember last time I saw a cow in XCOM, 1993-94, when the original game came out. In their big motherships, they had big labs, or in their underground bases, they had chopped out cows. Man, cows were everywhere. Also, I'm also looking at this, it gives you a kill counter. I get to see the kill counters, what type of aliens you encounter, and how many you killed. So that keeps track of it. And the original didn't have that when I bought the update, where I got those weapons, the special weapons in one of the previous videos. This was an add-on. So that was nice, because everybody wants to know, hey, how many aliens did I kill and what kind? And so this room keeps track of that for you. So that's nice. I'm now looking at the rookies list, who's all in my inventory. Of course, these are the people I can recruit. Of course, the initials are family, or the little initials. So what's great is on the bottom right-hand side, they have backstories. Each one gets a backstory. So that's generated from the game, and they're mostly generic. I forget how many sets there are. Depends on the country. They modify it up, but there's nice little backstories. And then when you make your own characters, you can make your own backstories. So right now, you can see in that, Sun number 4 of Sci-Fi. So, I made these characters before pre-game, and then was able to load them up And of course, the developers of the game, they each one made their own characters, which you can load up also. So you can have all the developers in game also. So that's nice. But you have to do it before you start the game. If you're going to make any characters, I know, shout out to Mighty Jingles, who did this on the PC. He made all his buddies, all his internet buddies over in the UK. He made all their characters and everything before he loaded them up into his game. So, and that was, got me thinking, hey, that's what I want to do also. Of course, I'm looking at my troops, see who's hurt. If they're shaken, they need to have a kill and survive another battle so they can get their health and their willpower back up. Of course, when they do that, the willpower increases. They cannot be retaken over by an alien. So that's helpful also.
Tygan just sent word. The new Resistance Communications network is fully operational. Now we just have to spread the word. Now that we've established a link, we can use our intel resources to make contact with the local resistance cell in this region. Aside from getting us into the black site, our access to supplies should improve now that we've expanded our reach.
Of course, like I said a little bit ago, you have to, it takes 5 days, and usually something always happens. So I believe we're going to take South Africa, so that increases because we'll have 2 portions of the continent, increases the supplies. I don't think I'll take the whole Africa, as I need to hit that black site fairly soon, because if not, then the Advent, start getting an advantage on us, and it starts hurting us in the long run in battles. I'm also looking at the counter on the right hand side. The time keeps going. I advanced it. So, hey, look at that abandoned colony. We're going to get 2 rookies out of the deal. So that's great. So automatically we get 2 soldiers. That doesn't cost us anything but to do the research of scanning for the colony.
After we pay the initial intel cost to make contact, we'll have to scan the region for a few days before the local resistance cell comes out of hiding. Once we find them, we'll be up and running in the new region.
Setting course for the South African sector.
Commander, using intel collected so far, we've managed to locate a resistance cell operating out of this region. It'll take us some time to scan for their exact position, though.
Currently, the choices are very limited. Only one things, if we have to go defend. I'm looking at right there. We're definitely going to continue. We're going to get the South down. We probably won't get North Africa. We'll probably end up doing Europe just because I don't have enough relays. Which goes to the point you have to get rid of all the abandoned gear. You have to build the gear. You have to have enough engineers to build, the facilities. You have to leave an engineer inside the facilities to help give you the bonuses. As you see, I only have 38 supplies, but on the next drop, I'm going to get 150. And it looks like research is done.
Knowing that my past surgical experience is limited, I am sure the crew appreciates that I hone my skills on fallen Advent forces before triaging our own wounded. To the uninitiated, the common Advent Trooper is seemingly human. The aliens have disguised its most glaring divergence from the human form with a carefully designed helmet.
Just give the word and I'll get started, Commander.
Now we're just going to progress it through. We're going to make contact. Even when you're in the holding screen,
Now operational.
guerrilla tactics. When you're in the holding screen, the clock still runs. And I only got our guerrilla tactics completed. That's great. Now we just have to decide what soldier. And also, I just like to thank everybody for their patience waiting for me to get a new mic and figuring out this software to do this commentary remake on top of everything. It took longer than I expected, but I appreciate everybody hanging in there and waiting for this to come out. All right, so we're going to train a rookie, and I think I'm trying to decide which one, what I need, which is, I'll end up flipping back and forth between, my inventory and availability. Like I said, for the characters I made, which are family members, mostly my kids, their spouses and their kids, so my great-grandkids, or my grandkids, not great-grandkids, not yet. So, my sign on there. So, but as I think about it, and also when soldiers die, or if you got soldiers that are wounded, extensively heavy, where they're going to be in the med bay for 30 days, and I tell you what, a lot happens in 30 days, and then they're shaken, and then you have to put them in one battle, and I always try not to do a whole rookie team. I try to have at least one veteran character, augment. When you're able to get more, where you can upgrade your squads to up to 6 as max, then you can have more rookies and you can get more training. But I like to have this facility built first, which is not, the game's requirement. As you can see, all the bonuses you can have for increase, more drops. Of course, that takes supplies. You gotta find supplies. Supplies are very limited because we're the resistance. We're not conformists. And also, normally when you're constructing, you have to get rid of debris, and then usually top left or top row is takes less time. As you further the ship you go down, it takes longer. But we need a power source because we're almost out of power. If we build one more facility, and then also our contacts are down to down to 1. So we need to increase the power. We need to increase communications. We also have all the stuff on the right that's getting ready to get finished. Oh, autopsy. Speaking of.
Despite a thorough analysis, I have yet to discover what, if any, advantage the Advent hybrid soldiers' enormous eyes provide. Testing their visual acuity will no doubt prove difficult. Though I was never witness to one myself, countless observers attest to the existence of a much smaller, less intimidating variant of the sectoid that took part in the original invasion. In the time since, this new being, the product of clear genetic manipulation, is now a familiar face to our forces operating in the field.
I tell you what, the little ones were meaner and scarier, if that's even possible. They were. They were just meaner. They really were.
Mr. Bradford can't keep the ship steady.
I wish we had a simulator for Bradford to practice on. If he crashes this ship, I might just hand him over to Advent myself. Hey, Commander.
Before he made contact, I just assumed the spokesman had died or moved on after the council dissolved. From what little he's told me, it sounds like he managed to gain a position with the Advent government early on, if only to start leaking intel to the Resistance.
All right. That concludes our episode for this time for our modification. I believe we have one more left in our storage, but I hope you enjoyed this XCOM 2 walkthrough. I am Sci-Fi Master, and I look forward to seeing you all in the next.